Hey guys, it's Good Friday's devotional today. It's a crazy thing that we call it Good Friday, isn't it? You wonder why they call it. I did a little homework on that, and for many different reasons. But I want to tell you about something that took place in Mark chapter 15. Jesus had gone from the Garden of Gethsemane to Caiaphas' house. He went from there to Herod and then to Pilate. And he stood before Pilate, and Pilate condemned him to the cross. But just prior to condemning him to the cross, Pilate made a bargain with the people who brought Jesus to be crucified. And they said, on this day it's customary for me to release somebody to you. And he thought that they would take Jesus because Jesus was clearly innocent of any accusations that they laid against him. But he put this proposition to the crowd, and he said, would you have me to release Barabbas to you or Jesus to you? And they cried out, we want Barabbas. And he said to them, what should I do with Jesus? And they said, crucify him, crucify him. And Barabbas was taken from prison. He was due to die. He was a murderer. He had been involved in many different insurrections and all sorts of different stuff. And he, in a sense, really deserved what he was going to get, but they took him from prison, they released him, and they crucified Jesus in his stead. Now, just chatting with Errol and Jono the other day, Errol made a point to me to say, you know, Barabbas, the legend of the day, or the story of the day, is that Barabbas actually became a believer. And they know this because that anybody, if they use his name in Scripture, it would be that he was more than just another person, and he probably had become a believer, and he was a recognized person. Can you imagine? People, just put yourself in a moment into Barabbas's position. Here he was, a sinner, a gold-plated sinner. A cross had been made for him. Now, the Romans didn't just have crosses lying around the place. They had made a cross for Barabbas. He was due to die with the other two criminals who died alongside Jesus. So Jesus completely and absolutely took Barabbas's place on Barabbas's cross. Can you imagine? Just put yourself in Barabbas's position and you think, man, Jesus, the Son of God, hung upon a cross that I should have hung upon. That blows my mind. No wonder he became a believer. No wonder when he looked at Jesus thereafter and he saw the resurrection and heard the stories of Jesus' life thereafter, no wonder he became a believer. But for him it was that much more personal because Jesus died upon the cross that he should have died upon. People, listen, it's the same for us. Jesus died upon the cross that I should have died upon. And so the magnitude of the emotion that the Barabbas felt should be the same magnitude of emotion that I feel right now, because I should have hung upon that cross. You should have hung upon that cross. That cross had your name on it and my name on it. And Jesus said, I will die upon your cross. How great is the love of God for us. How immense is the wonder of his love and his compassion and his mercy toward us, that he would do that for you and for me. So, I guess in a sense, for Barabbas, it was a Good Friday. It was a very Good Friday. Jesus saved his life. Jesus took him to heaven. It doesn't get a lot better or gooder than that. And so for Barabbas, he would agree with the fact that the day Jesus died was a Good Friday, but what a terrible Friday for Jesus. But that's the terror of the sacrifice he made so that you and I could have a very good Friday. I hope you have a good one today. Find yourself in church somewhere, people. Good Friday service is huge. Don't mess around. Let's go and worship him today. Cheers, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.